So, but Andrea Snyderman called you while you were in the car.
Andrea Snyderman called me while in the car and told me that he had been shot. It was Andrea Lippman who told me that, in fact, he had died.
Okay. The conversation that you had with Andrea Snyderman about her phone call with him, do you recall when that was?
No, I really do not. The exact day, is that what you're asking me?
Okay. Was it before or after her trip to Florida?
I'm sure it was before.
And why are you sure?
Why am I sure? Because I recall being in my kitchen. I recall being at the exact point where I was in my kitchen during the phone call conversation after she got back from Florida. I don't think I saw her until maybe a day after she got back from Florida, or something similar to a day, maybe 2 days after Florida. I was at her house after speaking. I was at her house while speaking with her after she returned from Florida. This was a phone call conversation.
Okay. You don't have any recollection of the day, so we can check the phone records. Is that right? You don't know approximately when this was. The phone call that you said she told you about. She had called you.
Correct. I have not checked my phone records.
Was it during the meeting the two of you had together after her trip to Florida where she told you about the sketch list like Kimmy's house?
I'm sure it was.
Okay. And her trip to Florida was to celebrate her anniversary.
Yes.
You recall when her anniversary was?
The 30th of December.
And you said it was a couple of days after she got back.
Or a day. Could have been the 31st. I don't recall.
Do you remember it was on New Year's Eve?
Honestly, I do not recall. I remember we were supposed to have a party at our house and we canceled it because of Rusty's death.
But there was that conversation, and that was the first time she told you the sketch looked like Kimmy's eyes. Is that correct?
I think that's yes. However, there were discussions about the sketch previously to that.
She also told you about the email she had received from Kimmy with an attachment, correct?
At that same meeting, yes.
That was the same meeting that she told you. And it was at that meeting that she said she suspected you.
It was at that meeting that she suspected me? No. She told me on the phone previous to that she called him to ask him if he had anything to do with it. And then she showed me an email from him.
All right. And
about that.
And the email was after the 28th.
There's two separate emails that she showed me.
Okay. Did you show this to the police? Did you tell the police about them?
I had not. Did I? What?
Okay. Well, let's deal with those emails. You're bringing them up now. Let's talk about it. Did she show you an email from Kimmy?
Yes, two.
Regarding the murder?
One said, I did not, or no, I didn't, or something like that.
That was an email?
That was an email.
And she showed you that?
Yes, she did, on her phone.
Tell the state that?
I don't know. Did they ask?
Think that was important?
I don't know. Did they ask me that?
Oh, they had to ask you first?
I don't know. I told...
Miss,
oh, no, I don't know.
Go ahead. You can explain.
I don't know. I told the police everything that I recalled at that moment in time.
Okay.
I believe I did tell them about the Bruno Mars thing.
About what?
The Bruno Mars
I'm sorry,
email.
what is that?
That's the song that
Oh,
me
that's
sent
right,
her.
the song on the email.
Yes.
And you said Bruno Mars?
Mars was the composer of the song that he sent her.
Go ahead, Ms. Moore.
Okay. And again, that was sometime after December 31st, 2010.
What was?
The email with the Bruno Mars.
No, he sent her that email while she was in Florida, and when we were discussing it, I asked her if she showed that to the police. I asked her if she told the police, and again, she said, I'm afraid for what that would mean for me and my family.
That discussion was after December 31st, right? After she got back from Florida.
Whenever she got back from Florida, again, I do not recall the date.
Okay.
Mhm.
But you recall she was at Florida on her anniversary on December 31st.
To celebrate her anniversary. I don't know if she was there on her anniversary or not. I don't know that.
Are you aware she went to the police on January 4th?
On January 4th?
Yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. So shortly after your discussion, she went to the police department.
Mhm.
Well, let's go back and let me ask you about some of the things you have told the police.